I am so excited because I'm going to show you this absolutely crazy minimal setup that I have here in the room. This is my office, right? Originally, I painted my office this color, which in life looks really beautiful. It's just really warm, sort of Mediterranean kind of golden yellow. But it looks awful and very drab on the video, right? So one of the things that I did in my office is I created a really beautiful backdrop by just painting a corner of the office in white. But it made a huge difference. And if you see some of my older videos, which I never delete, you will see how much worse it looked when I had yellow background behind me. So this is one of the biggest changes that created a much nicer video backdrop for me. And the backdrop is important. It's important to think about, you don't need to overthink it. See, comparing to this color, for example. I know that's a really kind of like an empty wall, but sure, I don't use it anyway. So it's important to see the difference. See? Now I use very strategically. There is just a few elements of that base my elements on my archetype, which is a magician or alchemist in some other way. So my round archetype is magician. That means transformation, all that. That's why I have my butterfly representing transformation. I have my third eye representing me knowing, which I always do. I know when I meet people who I believe that have a lot of potential to really create an impact in the world. And those are the people that I work with, my magical ones, that are there as well. So that creates a very clean background, and it really just took me, painting. This is a very ordinary room. There is nothing special in this room. It's like a room we never used. But you can do that anywhere. Just it's important to think what's behind you. Because for example, if I'm streaming against my table, which you can see, I'm not a very tidy person. I have so many things, and that kind of busy background. Well, that wouldn't be nice. That would not be nice background because it's too busy, and then it just kind of looks ordinary comparing to something like this, which is very clean. Now, one more thing I have to say that the lighting is very important. So let me just quickly show you what I have here in terms of my lighting setup. So I have this kind of it's like a continuous lighting flashlight, right? It's very bright, but it's very thin. You see, it's just something that now I have it on top of my camera because I sometimes just do some photo shoots inside this room. But you can just put it on top of, say, a tripod. So you can see that there's a tripod here on my table. So that's just something that I have, and it lights up the back of my room as well. Now, when I started, I had a professional big soft lamps, professional photo studio equipment. And to be honest with you, that was a complete waste of money because it took so much electricity. It was very heavy on my bills. Now, what else I have? That light itself sometimes is not enough. But what else I have is this little. Now you can see here that it's kind of like a thing that I have clipped onto the side of my shelves. So I have my phone, which I don't really stream that often off my phone, but you can. It's like a matter of preference, really. And then I have this light here, and this light really helps me. It kind of illuminates my face. And if you can see, this is my camera, which is a Logitech HD 920C. It's it's an ordinary camera. It's considered to be one of the good cameras, well, at least when I bought it, and it's still one of them. I think it's the most popular one amongst online marketers anyway. And you can see that I always place my light just over the camera. Why do I do that? Because the more light, I just noticed since my own observation, the more light is close to the lens of the camera, the better it captures my face, and the better it captures everything. But it's very important as well. You maybe noticed, like I have a big window here, but you can see this curtain there. It's not pretty at all, but actually it's the most important thing that I had, because I noticed that natural light is not always good, and natural light, if it's coming from the back or on the side, can actually make us look older. because it can be harsh on our faces and it can just show our wrinkles and everything so much work. Just I found that if I don't block out that light, and then I just use my LED lights, which give me like a very smooth skin tone, then I don't like the way I look, and I like liking the way I look on video. That empowers me to do more. So this is basically pretty much what I have. Let me just think. Oh yes, and there's a couple of things I want to show you as well that I think that you need to have a look at investing. Now this here is a little. I'm just going to show you. Do you like my show up, stand out? I ran out of the battery on my beautiful Mac mouse, and I had to use this because I have so many notes today. Now, so this is another thing, right? So you can see it's very, very small, and it just literally clips on top of my phone. Oops, just like that, right? So if I wanted to go live, I can go live. And I can go brighter and brighter or switch it off. Now this is really, really cool because you can see how it was sitting over the light of the phone, right? Because this is the camera. This is the camera on my phone. By the way, if you're going live on your phone, and this is the biggest mistake that I see, I'm going to switch off some of the lights there because there's too much light. Now, there is a switch at the back here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So let me just switch this one on. You can see how the light here on these LED clip-on lights is actually sitting around your camera. And as I said, it will help illuminate your face better because it's sitting very close and there's kind of like an even amount of light around the lens of your phone. By the way, what I was going to say, so if you're going live on your phone, make sure that you determine where is the lens. Don't look at yourself because it will just look like you're looking somewhere off. Make sure you're looking into the camera. Now, depending on the phone, for example, I'm filming now with an iPhone and my camera is just a little small dot kind of on the side. So find out where your camera is on the phone. It's very simple. This is how you do it. You can put the front camera. Well, anyway, you can put the front camera on so you can see yourself and then just stretch your finger and just put it over certain places and you will see, like here. Oh, can I do it? No, because I'm not using the front camera. But you will see something like this, right? And that's it. So the camera is just under your finger. That's how you can find if you completely don't know. But it's important that you train yourself to look into the camera because we want to have some eye contact. You don't need to look into the camera for 100% of the time. You just need to look into the camera for about 60% of the time because that's actually normal eye contact. And that's it. And that's all I need. Now, just for the prices. This thing here was about $30 to $40. I had to buy separately a battery for, if I wanted to use it. It just came in as is, right? It didn't come in with the power adapter, but I looked up what the specs were, and I actually had a power adapter from something, I don't know, I think it was a Hoover or something like this at home with the same specs. So I used that, but you can look it up online. The adapter will be about $12. So if this is 40, that's we're talking about $52, right? In American dollars. So this here was just $5. $5 for a selfie ring, which is wonderful. This clip-on thing here was $25, and it allows you to do to stream hands-free, right? So you can go live on your phone. You can put the light. This is flexible, so you can put that light over as well, so you have more light even. And so this is something that's very good. This phone I have is very heavy, so the head keeps falling, but don't mind that. Now I use my Mac. I love my Mac because I have my camera here, I have my backdrop behind me. I kind of like sharing the screen. So if you do something that you can share screen, of course you want to use your computer. But just make sure that for live streaming, you do need a computer with a lot of RAM memory, that processing memory, and a good video card, right? It's just to say. So anyway, back to prices. So the Logitech camera webcam is I think it's about $60 to $70 to $80 now you can buy, because this is not a new model, right? And the last thing that I had that I'm going to show you is this little microphone that I had for 2 years, and I might upgrade my microphone soon, but that really worked, and it was also $50, and it's a Samsung Meteor microphone, and it's just USB plug and play. And you know what? All this equipment I have. In fact, this ring light only came in a couple of months ago. I didn't need it. This clip-on only last year, right? And the first thing, so what I bought was this light, camera, and a microphone. Altogether, investment about $120, and that created beautiful, beautiful live streams when I addressed the back of what's at the back of me and created this clean environment. So I hope this helps. This is what you need to keep in mind, what you need to do for a good looking streams that make you look better. And don't forget, block off the natural light. Okay, that's me.